Yo, what is up, guys? It's your boy Gazology YouTuber at intro. No intros. Straight to it. Good day, good morrow. Pick up where we left off. Euro JPY daily, heavily bullish. 4 hour, heavily bullish, right? So obviously we're looking for plays that are bullish, right? Trying to play pullbacks on the M50 is possible, but it's also highly unlikely. Not highly unlikely, it just makes it a little bit lower probability, right? So it's not the best of ideas out there, but it's not impossible though, right? You can still play that. Anyway, 15-minute kind of rangey since yesterday. Range coming today. Sweep these lows over here. This type of low holds, right? And then we get a 15-minute swing break, 15-minute pause. In another life, maybe you would have wanted to play the continuation off of the POI here, but not interested in any plays from there, even though it is super bullish, right? But yeah, this is just, it's not an appealing zone, right? Somewhere down here would have been better. We don't get that, and then it just moves up. So currently I'd say the internal is bullish, although this does make for more of an appealing zone, right? Heavy momentum down, heavy momentum up means there's buyers willing to buy at this price point, so it's not a bad idea to look for buys from there. So yeah, I'll probably be looking for buys as like main priority. If ever we get like internal breakdowns, then maybe we'll look into sells, but definitely with like a lot of caution. I'm trying to go for good execution over everything else right now. While I'm trying to build momentum, main focus should be not missing trades and flawless execution, right? Not taking dodgy trades. It's gonna be one of the more important things that I'd like to focus on. EU, not interesting again today. Pretty much a little bit rangy. Alright, pretty much a bit rangy. Comes in the morning, sweeps these lows, and then starts buying. Not interested in following anywhere in here, even though we do get like sweeps of the low, but not interested, right? Looking for higher quality setups. That's what we are looking for. Gotta look for the setup that scream at you, right? I think I saw something somewhere that says if I cannot see a trade within 5 seconds of looking at it, then I'm probably forcing it, right? Obviously it doesn't take 5 seconds to build a bias, but where's the zone in here? You really have to squint to see it, and I'm not trying to do all that, right? I'm just trying to get to the easy trade. Same as in here, when you look for buys in here, right? There's nothing buy worthy in there, right? So this point again, it's calm, bro. We are waiting for the easy stuff. There isn't a zone in here that I liked, even if I did like what is in here. I'd say look at these highs that are like close to it, like these sweeps. Most of the time it does come into here. Hence sometimes if I do want to take a trade off here, I do account for these highs and I put a stop above. But then again, iffy. Not trying to do iffy, no ifs, buts, or babies. Trying to do absolutely good trades, right? I think that's the best way we're gonna build momentum is coming in and executing on the trades that scream out take me, right? Not the iffy ones, not the iffy ones. If you're gonna get that win rate where it needs to be, gotta take less iffy trades. Pullback at this stage, not a terrible idea, even though we do have like a lot of highs to take from here. And pullbacks generally do not pull back, not pullbacks, like swing runs generally do not pull back deep, so might see this go crazy and go higher. USD CAD though, on the other hand, had something a little interesting. As you can see on the 4 hour, pretty bearish, right? Of course we want to play the bearish plays, but there was a buy opportunity in here that I did see, but again, iffy. Right, I'm trying to skip out on the iffy trades. Also, I should probably record this in the journal for the sake of, yes, iffy. Yes, it's an iffy trade, but actually, nah, fuck that. I'm not gonna record this because it then will probably make me want to take something similar in the future, thinking maybe this works. And are we looking for iffy? Hell nah. But anyway, let me explain it real quick. Right, we had the internal breaker structure here, pullback. As you can see, there is a POI in here, right? I'm not gonna baby myself and throw every fucking POI that I can see. There is obviously a POI in there, but I was not looking for buys in there because of this huge one here, right? Momentum comes down, pushes with a lot of momentum back up. Obviously, there's somebody willing to buy in here. Alright, maybe we'll take this down here for like maybe 5 minutes or whatever. There's like a clear POI. So obviously there's something in here, but it's iffy, right? It's iffy. It's not a gray POI. I don't trade off like the wicks, so wasn't really interested in it. Right, I saw it, thought about it, but then okay, nah, I'm not really interested in selling here, even though I did see the potential into this like 1 hour POI and then we sell, right, like it did, but I really wasn't interested in buying from here. The only upside to this was you would have got a nice 5-minute entry with a strong liquidation. But yeah, still not worth it. It's an okay. It's actually a below par setup simply because of the POI, but it's one of those that works sometimes. But we don't need sometimes. We need nothing has a surety. That's not the word. But we need something, yeah, that's consistently repeatable, right? The only way to get consistency is to do things that are repeatable, right? So you can do them over and over. And then how are you gonna do this over and over when you have to like use a little bit more discretion than normal, which is okay, but I think this is a little bit too much discretion. Also adding the fact that I know like the 4 hour, the daily is heavily bearish. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe if you're up on the month, then you can kind of take these. But yeah, I haven't decided for now. I'll make a separate pile of where I record trades like this, where I call them iffy, and then I'll charge with not judge, but I'll look at the stats of how many of this do I get that become winners compared to losers, and can they be added to my edge? Yeah, I'll be asking questions along those lines, and then we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, pretty much it. Peace.